or insects were harmed in the making of this program, and that none of the training you're about to see be attempted unless under expert supervision.
8 Brainees, 1 challenge. To use complex mass of 100 billion cells we call brain for chance to win Brain-Jitsu black brain belt. This is Brain-Jitsu. Born in Lancashire, trained in Japan, with mind as sharp as samurai sword. He is Brain Master. He is the sensei.
Konnichiwa, and welcome to Brain-Jitsu. Mental training specially designed to boost brain power and focus. My trainees, or Brainees, have been following a basic programme of training in the comfort of their own home. A brain-boosting routine of exercise, sleep, and enough fruit and veg to stock a greengrocer's.
I think I am prepared for this today, and I think I'm going to win. I did my training. I'm really dedicated to what I'm going to do, and I'm pretty sure that the black belt is going to be mine.
Now, my Brainees must put their training into practice by testing a part of the brain we use every day.
Level 1. Yellow vault.
Take a look at this fish tank. How many white fish are there? Did you get 2?
Congratulations! You've just used your occipital lobes. This area, the seeing part of our brain, allows us to recognise and separate images from each other.
The 7 Brainees who use their occipital lobes the best will be allowed to enter my Brain-Jitsu dojo, where their training will continue.
The one who fails will be left outside. Oh, feel the burn.
Enter the dojo!
Brainees must answer 4 questions by counting the coloured kits on the board in front of them. Get them right and they'll be left with a 4-digit code, which they must then use to unlock a piece of brain and secure their place in the dojo. But with only 7 pieces of brain and 8 Brainees, one of either Tashauna, Tanaka, Giles, Amal, Amrit, Alyaa, Georgia or Juzer will be left outside and eliminated. As the 4 questions are revealed, our Brainees are more excited than a room full of Japanese maths geeks at a Sudoku tournament. How many players have blue in their kit? How many players have red in their kit? How many players have non-matching tops and bottoms? How many players have vertical stripes in their kit? The answer our Brainees are looking for is 6547. Georgia is first up, but has she got the code right? Soon there's 1 Brainee to each piece of brain, but Giles is still working out the answer. Amal's cracked it already, which leaves Giles still waiting to try out his answer. Don't forget the code our Brainees are looking for is 6547, as there are 6 players with blue in their kit, 5 players with red in their kit, 4 players with non-matching tops and bottoms, and 7 players with vertical stripes in their kit. As Tanaka takes 2nd place, Tashauna looks worried. The key to this task is to stay calm and really focus on getting the answers right. Don't rush and don't be put off by the others around you. Georgia claims her place in the dojo, and so does Tashauna, leaving 2 girls and 2 boys to battle it out for the last 3 pieces of brain. Finally, Amrit cracks it, and just Juzer, Giles and Alyaa are left. Juzer has the right answer. He just needs a chance to use it. He leaps to the yellow brain and he's got it. So now it's boys versus girls for the last place. Alyaa and Giles both staying calm as they work out the answer. That code again, 6547. Aliyah's nodding. She thinks she's got it this time. And she's right. Aliya's in and Giles is out. So, as 7 enter the dojo for a chance to survive 6 more grueling levels of brain training, For Giles, the dream of the black belt has ended before it even started.
I'm feeling quite disappointed that I didn't get through to the next round. I really wanted to get to the next round to see what I can do. I didn't read the question quite well. I think I should have looked deep into the question and looked on the board, but let the best man win.
So with 6 levels to go, only Amal, Tanaka, Georgia, Tashauna, Amrit, Juzer and Alyaa have entered the dojo and achieved the first of their coloured brain belts.
When I was going back and forth, I was like, I'm definitely going to lose because I'm still getting the same answers. It's just I think I wasn't lining the numbers up properly.
When it opened, I was like, yes, and I just ran and put my brain in. My biggest rival is Amal. She's good and quick and she's mentally clever.
Brain-Jitsu!
In this next level of training, things are going to get really hard.
Level 2, orange belt.
We do things every day without even thinking about it, like kicking a football. But you try kicking it with the foot, whoa, you don't normally use. Not easy, is it?
If you manage to do that, you're using part of your brain that deals with problem solving, the frontal lobes. And that's what level 2 is all about. Taking something you normally do without thinking and doing it differently. Work it. To prepare them for using their frontal lobes in the next challenge, my Brainees are going to need some training.
Room of mental nourishment.
The room of mental nourishment is where our young hopefuls will train their brains to help them progress to the next levels of the dojo. The more seriously they take their training, the better chance they'll have of rising to the challenges that lie ahead. And in level 2, that challenge is all about getting their brains to think in a new way.
Take it in turns to call out the action on your cards. Everyone has to do the opposite. Touch nose with left hand.
Touch right ear.
This training makes our Brainees work their frontal lobes, as they have to really think about something they would normally do without thinking at all.
Left knee up. To knock you out.
So that's Tanaka out.
Spin around clockwise. Touch nose with left hand.
Shut left eye.
What?
Tashauna, you're out. You close both your eyes.
With 3 Brainees down, it's time for a training tip.
Don't rush. Pause for 2 seconds to think before you react.
Spin around clockwise.
Touch right here.
Hey, the tip seems to have worked.
Look at the ceiling.
You're out.
Okay, maybe not for everyone.
Left knee up.
If you want to work your frontal lobes at home, why not try this exercise with your mates or your brothers and sisters? It's great fun and will help improve your all-round focus.
I think that tip really helped because it helped me to think. It's because on the first round I wasn't thinking, I was just reacting.
I'm not really worried about the next task because when I just start doing the task, I'm just like in the zone and I get really good. I'm going to show you.
Are you? Me right then.
So, tough talking Tanaka didn't really shine in the training, but says he's going to show the girls. Or will the girls send Tanaka on the walk of eternal regret and leave jaunty Juzer as the last man standing? There's only one way to find out, as our 7 now put their frontal lobe training to the test. Guardian of the dojo and task adjudicator the Shihan will now demonstrate the level 2 challenge.
Big ball color match.
Each Brainee must pick 2 balls by calling out pair of coordinates from grid. For example, B2 and D3. Aim is to find 2 balls of same color, matching not word on each ball, but color that word is written in. So, in this case, they will have to remember that this ball was red and this one blue. If Brainees uncover match, they will progress to next level. Last Brainee to find pair will be eliminated.
My Brainee tip for this task is to focus the mind on just one letter and not the whole word. What's important here is not the word, but the colour that it's written in. Here are those colours now. 3, 2, 1, go on the gong. Amal's first up.
C1.
Don't forget, our Brainees must ignore the word and remember only the colour the word is written in. That's a red.
A4.
No pair for Amal, but no surprise either.
A3. B4.
Can Tanaka remember purple and yellow for the next round?
D2. B3.
Georgia has uncovered another purple.
B3.
Can Tashauna use her training to see the colour, not the word, and find the purple pair?
A3.
She's going for it. She's got it. First pair of the challenge.
D2. C4. A4. A2.
With no pair for Amrit or Juzer, it's Alya's turn.
A2.
Can Alyaa use the training to find the yellow Tanaka uncovered earlier?
D1.
No, she can't. Now back to Amal.
D3.
There's another pink you've seen, Amal. Use your frontal lobes to find it.
C3.
No pair for Amal either.
D3.
Tanaka's going for the pink too.
B4.
But he's failed to get a pair as well.
B2. C4. D3. C4.
Amrit, Alyaa and Amal all get pairs, leaving both boys and Georgia to battle it out for the last two orange brain belts.
A4. C3.
Tough talking Tanaka's looking frustrated. He must keep calm and focus.
C2. A4.
So Georgia's through, and only the two boys remain. Can Juzer use his training to bag the last orange brain belt? Here are the remaining colours.
A1.
Tanaka picked the matching ball last time, but did Juzer see yellow or did he see orange?
C3.
That's it, he's got it. Juzer's in and tough talking Tanaka is out. The she-hand takes his yellow brain belt.
Walk of eternal regret.
I'm feeling gutted because I thought I could have made more progress, but I was just unlucky, I guess.
So, with 5 levels to go, Amal, Georgia, Tashauna, Amrit, Juzer and Alyaa have gained their orange brain belts.
I thought the training that we did before the competition was really good for me. It helped me in concentrating and got me first in the game.
Very, very happy. I was with Tanaka and he failed, but I made it through.
2 boys have gone now, there's only 1 remaining. It proves that girls are better than boys.
Brain-Jitsu. Brainy, not so brainy.
Who's the clever cloaks and whose brain needs a lot more training? Numbers. What would we do without them? Well, lots of stuff really, but certainly not counting. Now, a young French mathematician called Blaise Pascal realised just how important numbers were and went and invented the first adding machine in the early 1600s. Calculate-tastic. Now, back in 1983, a routine Canadian flight had to make an emergency landing. Why? Well, this was the first aircraft to use the metric system, and the ground crew loaded 20,000 pounds of fuel rather than 20,000 kilos by mistake. Whoops. Luckily, the pilot managed to get everyone safely onto the ground. Phew. Brainy Pascal. Not so brainy, like 174.
Brain-Jitsu.
Pressure in Brain-Jitsu dojo rising. Now, just 6 young hopeful remain to compete under watchful eye of Shihan. Amal, first place in first round and very focused player. Tashauna.
I'm so happy. I can't believe I came third because in the other game I came 4th.
Alyaa, almost out in first round, but improved after training session. Ambitious Amrit.
I'm pretty competitive. I hope I win the black belt, but you can't really say anything yet because there's a few other really good people.
Giggly Georgia, who is laugh a minute? And last man standing, Juzer.
I feel really nervous being the only boy.
Challenge is about to get even tougher. Just 2 Brainees will make through to final test. Table of Supreme Focus, where must move ball with power of mind for chance to win Brain-Jitsu Black Brain Belt. It's time for level 3. Result!
Now, we all like to chat, but did you know that using words to communicate is one of the main reasons why our brains have grown so incredibly powerful? And that having a conversation exercises both halves of the brain. Now, if all that's doing your head in, allow me to explain.
Think of it like air traffic control. While a pilot has to focus on landing just one plane, an air traffic controller is responsible for landing all sorts of planes.
It's the same with the brain.
There's the left half, which deals with the details, and there's the right half, which looks at the overall picture.
This next level of training strengthens my Brainees' focus by working one half of their brain under pressure. Hey, pump it up!
The room of mental nourishment.
It's our second visit to the room of mental nourishment. Brainees have a choice as to whether they take part or not, but any extra training they do will help them with the next challenge. For level 3, it's communication training.
Get into 2 groups. One Brainee describes how the blocks fit together. The other groups puts them together. You've only got 1 minute.
Find a long blue...
So, our Brainees are in 2 groups. One group should use the right side of their brains to describe clearly how to build a shape from the blocks. The other team should use the left side of their brains to concentrate on interpreting those instructions.
A normal blue square cube. Yeah.
Juzer, using a word like normal is no good. Normal compared to what?
Got that.
No wonder the listening team look confused.
Find a house-shaped pyramid. Yeah, it's red. Yeah.
A house-shaped block, excellently clear, jaunty Juzer.
On the edge of the thing.
On the edge of the thing, not so clear.
Put them next to each other.
Put them next to the yellow thing. On top of the platinum cuboids.
The girls are laughing. They know it isn't going so well. I mean, this is what the block should look like, and this is what it actually looks like.
This is going wrong.
I think you're right, Giggly Georgia. Training tip time.
Use short, clear instructions. Imagine yourself hearing them, because you're doing really rubbish at it right now.
How does it look?
It doesn't look right. Let's start from the beginning. Do you have a medium-sized blue...
The instructing team are still being very unclear. Using a word like medium is no good. What's medium to one person might be a large to another, and the listening team are still looking totally confused.
Besides the long blue cuboid, you have a red long cuboid.
The key to this training is to talk one at a time and listen to each other. Brainees must work as one team. After all, they might be on the other side of the fence in the next challenge.
Let's have a look. Yeah, I told you they got mixed up on the yellow piece.
Because you didn't say it was a little piece.
I actually thought the best people giving the instructions did better.
When they're giving the instruction, they didn't like say big or small. They just said colours and the shape.
We told you the exact colour and the exact amount of how much big it is and how much small it is.
This is where your listening skills count.
Exactly. I saw you laughing. That means you weren't focusing.
So the task wasn't very successful at all, even after the tip. But will our Brainees fare better in the challenge? Time to find out as our 6 now put the communication training to the test.
Balloon pop number drop.
This level tests how well our Brainees can communicate. So, our 6 need to be in teams of 2. The chopsticks will decide their pairs. So there's Juzer and Amrit, who both talked in the training, Alyaa and Georgia, who both listened in the training, and Amal and Tashauna, a mixed team that should be the strongest.
Quickly as possible, teams must burst 6 balloons containing number which go together to form sum. Pairs need to decide who is guider, who is popper. With popper unable to see under helmet, they will be relying on guider to help them burst balloon. When all balloon popped, Brainees stopped clock by shouting, Brain-Jitsu! Quicker they burst balloon, more time have to pick up number and make sum. Once Brainy are happy with answer, hit gong! First 2 team to work out correct answer get green belts and advance to next level. 1 Brainy from losing team will be eliminated.
The key to success here is for the guider to use the right side of their brain to follow their teammates' progress and give them clear instructions. For their partner, it's vital they use the left side of their brain to focus on these instructions and nothing else.
Forward 1 step.
First to put their communication training to the test are Juzer and Amrit. Juzer struggled with the instructions, so it's not surprising he's doing the popping. Let's hope the left side of his brain can do better than his right.
A bit back.
Oh dear, come on, jaunty Juzer.
Yeah, that's it, jump.
Listen properly and think before you react.
Jump. Go forward. Right. Pop.
Hello, Juzer.
Pop, jump, pop. Forward. Left. Left.
Amrit's instructions are very clear and concise.
Now pop. Brain-Jitsu.
But they've finally finished with a time of 2 minutes 47. Now Amal and Tashauna. Amal instructed and Tashauna listened in the training, but they've gone for the opposite combo here.
To the left, a little bit to the right, just a tiny bit. A little bit back. And pop.
Struggling for the first time here.
A little bit to the left, tiny bit.
Tashauna is using the right side of her brain well by giving good, clear instructions.
Pop. Brain-Jitsu.
They finished, but was it fast enough? Now, Alyaa and Georgia.
Go forward.
Both girls were on the listening team in the training and both did a lot of giggling. Can Georgia stop the giggles and get the right side of her brain into gear?
Pop. Go forward. Right. Right a tiny bit more.
Giggly Georgia is doing well. Her instructions are clear and calm, but with a sense of urgency, she knows she's against the clock.
Pop. Brain-Jitsu.
They've finished, and with a time of 2 minutes, they are the first to collect their numbers. Here are the numbers our Brainees are looking for. See if you can work out the answer. Tashauna and Amal are just ambling back with their numbers, not running like the others did. Juzer and Amrit have gonged already. Amal looks worried, and she should be, because Alyaa and Georgia have finished too. 20 divided by 5 times 3 equals 12. Amal and Tashauna finally finish, a massive 24 seconds behind. And as the other 2 teams have got their sums correct, the 2 girls must go face to face in the...
Stare off.
With just 1 green belt up for grabs, both Brainees must use all their powers of focus to fight the urge to blink. The first to falter will be eliminated. Blinking, Nora, it's over already. Tashauna's in and Amal is out.
Walk of eternal regret.
I'm quite disappointed, but I'm really happy I got this far. I think Amrit will get in and get the black belt because she's really determined.
So with 4 levels left, it's green brain belts for Georgia, Tashauna, Amrit, Juzer and Alyaa.
The way I didn't blink was to tell myself in my head, please don't blink, and I didn't. I used the tip that we got in the training and I used short instructions because it got us through it more quickly. In all the challenges I've played, nearly every boy has gone out. Unfortunately, the last one left. But I've learned that it's not just about if you're a boy or girl. It's about how dedicated you are, how much focus you have, and because, you know, I'm gonna win.
Brain-Jitsu.
Level 4. Blue belt.
This fourth level requires our Brainees to master a primitive part of the brain called the amygdala, the area that responds to threat. Remember the last time you felt afraid or panicky? Maybe you were just about to sit an exam. Well, that feeling was triggered by the old amygdala. Now, stress can make you lose focus. Fact. Which is why my Brainees must train to keep their emotions under control.
The room of mental nourishment.
We're back in the room of mental nourishment, and it's time for our 5 Brainees to focus on overcoming their fear.
Form a circle. Pass the disgusting drink around the circle, only passing it on when you have said a different word ending in the letter D. After 1 minute, the Brainie holding the drink has to drink it.
Underestimated.
Hand. Wanted. Bad.
And for anyone who wants to play at home, today's drink recipe is milk, blue cheese, and just a dash of black pepper.
Calibrated.
Banned.
The group is doing well to override their amygdalas with only a few short pauses amongst them. The gong means the minute is up and Amrit has to drink.
How much? Please, the whole glass. It's going to go in my teeth. Oh, please, man. That is disgusting.
What are we going to do now?
Can I wash it out?
Ooh, yuck. Training tip time.
Tip. Concentrate. Try to blank out the time and fear of the drink to avoid panicking.
Let's do the game, but should we end it in a different letter now?
Okay.
E.
Okay.
Cake.
Bake. Nice.
Tape.
If you practice this technique at home, it will allow you to keep your emotions under control, stop you from panicking, and help you focus better in situations like exams.
Face.
Price.
Someone said price.
I said it.
Drink it.
Penalty, drink it.
Penalty. Drink it. How does it taste like?
Disgusting.
We've had disgusting. How about another adverb?
Horrible. Nasty.
What are you, Jaunty Juzer? The adverb police?
Terrible. Catastrophic. No, wait. Hide.
That's another minute up, and Juzer gets a taste of his own medicine.
Don't ask me.
Think of another adverb. Not horrible, not nasty, or disgusting.
Not nice. It wasn't the pressure that was distracting me. It was someone that took my word.
I reckon the person who's going to get eliminated next round is Juzer, because he's the only boy.
2 words. Bring it.
So, everybody did pretty well in the training, but will last man standing, Jaunty Juzer, get beaten by the girls? Or will he be able to bring it in the next challenge? It's time to find out as our 5 put their brain training to the test in a fear-filled challenge that'll decide who gets their blue brain belts.
Creepy crawly word grab.
This level, real test of mind over matter for Brainees, and will push them to really overcome their fear. Underneath the creepy crawlies lie an assortment of letters worth different points. Brainees have just 1 minute to plunge hands into tank and pick out up to 7 letters each. They then have a further minute to make higher scoring word they can.
To do well, my Brainees must block out the signals coming from their amygdala and ignore the creepy crawlies. The quicker they combat their fear, the more time they'll have to pick out the high-scoring letters. Brainees should dig deep because underneath the pile of worms are an extra 5 golden letters. If they manage to use one in the word, they'll double their score. Tashauna looks a little scared, but she's getting stuck right in along with the others. They all seem to be overriding their amygdalas well. There's not a scream, shriek or a shout amongst them. The minute's up. Our Brainees now have a further minute to make the highest scoring word they can from their letters. See if you can make a word from the anagram on the screen now. So, how have our green belt holders fared?
Men.
6 points for Georgia.
Tap.
The she-hand like that, but will 5 points be enough to get Tashauna the blue?
Men.
Amrit has also made men with their letters. Is jaunty Juzer not enough for these girls? Another 6 points.
Blue.
Juzer certainly hasn't blown his chances with that word. A golden letter means 10 points. So, Tashauna's place in the dojo all hangs on Alya's word.
Cape.
A golden letter for Alyaa means 14 points, which means that she's in and Tashauna is out.
Walk of eternal regret.
I think it went wrong because I wasn't thinking about the time. I just wanted to get the letters out and thinking about the disgusting rhymes.
So with only 3 levels to go, Georgia, Amrit, Juzer and Alyaa proudly wear their blue brain belts.
I was so happy that I got the golden letter because the golden letter made it 14.
I used the tip we learned in the training to help me overcome my fear. I blanked out all the worms and just thought it was mud, and I'm practically normal with mud.
Brain-Jitsu. Brainy, not so brainy.
Who's the clever clogs and whose brain needs a lot more training? Picture the scene. It's 250 years ago, and a lad called Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart is only 6 years old and already playing the harpsichord, composing amazing music and performing it to the Empress of Austria. But did he stop there? No, he did not. He only went on to write another 600 major works. Not bad for someone who only lived to the age of 35. Wolfgang-tastic! Around the same time, a French writer called Jean-Baptiste Vivien de Chateaubriand spent 40 years perfecting just 2 measly plays. And if that weren't bad enough, just as he's on the point of finishing them, his housekeeper goes and mistakes the manuscripts for wrapping paper and puts the kibosh on his life's work. Gutted. Brainy, Mozart. Not so brainy, Jean-Baptiste.
Brain-Jitsu.
Tension in Brain-Jitsu Dojo mounting, as now just 4 young hopefuls remain to compete under watchful eye of Shihan. Ambitious Amrit, strong contender for black. Jaunty Juzer.
I'm really happy to be at this stage, and I think now my motive is to go to the black belt.
A giggly Georgia, who very positive. And Alyaa.
Everybody's my rival.
Only 2 Brainy will make final test. Table of Supreme Focus, where must move ball with power of mind. Brain-Jitsu black brain belt is within their grasp. Here's the time for... Level 5. Red Vault!
Now, if you're learning to climb trees like Tarzan, then you might be interested to know that your new hobby is doing wonders for the old grey matter. Exercising both the thinking part of the brain, the cerebrum, and the doing part, the cerebellum. You see, doing new things increases the flow of blood into your head, which keeps your brain cells topped up with the oxygen they need to perform at their best. So, in level 5, my Brainees are going to be challenged to learn new skills. Now, you can speed up how quickly the brain takes in new stuff. And this is what our Brainees are going to train for now.
The room of mental nourishment.
It's our Brainees' 4th visit to the room of mental nourishment, and for this brain training exercise, they're going to be working their brains by learning a new skill.
Brain training. Flick the beanbag from the top of your head to the back of your neck.
You did it. Oh my God, I got it. Look at it.
Giggly Georgia is staying true to form. This training may seem silly, but it combines both mental and physical skills. Our Brainees are stretching the thinking part of their brain by concentrating on their new skill. They're also flexing the doing part of their brain by performing a physical action.
What? That is so annoying.
You mustn't get annoyed, Alyaa. Stay calm and focus on getting it right. Don't get flustered when you get it wrong.
Yeah, can you give us a tip?
Tip.
All right, training tip time.
Tip. Approach this positively. Laugh out loud for 30 seconds.
Sound effects.
Did you know a fit of the giggles increases your heart rate, sending extra oxygen into your brain and helping it work at full capacity? Giggly Georgia should be very brainy indeed.
That was funny.
Now we've had, like, laughed, let's try and do it.
Stay positive, Alyaa. Don't get frustrated.
Let me try the trick again.
I've done it! I've got it!
I really don't get how this is going to help.
I think we need another tip.
But it doesn't really matter because I laugh anyway naturally.
In the next task, I will be positive.
We've got 3 words for you. Bring it on.
One word. Word.
So, Giggly Georgia was a pro at the laughing tip, but will it see her through to the next level? Will Alyaa get frustrated with her new skills challenge? And will jaunty Juzer stay positive even though the girls want him out? Only time will tell as our 4 now put their new skills training to the test to compete for their red brain belts.
Crazy brain buzz wire.
To win red belt, Brainee must guide hoop on helmet from one end of wire to other. Is race against clock, but Brainee must take care. If they touch wire, not only do they collect 5-second penalty, they also receive brain buzz from vibrating helmet. Most funny. Brainee with slowest time will be eliminated.
The tip for my Brainees in this next task is to remain calm and think positive thoughts. Giving in to frustration will only lessen their focus and slow them up. So, will our Brainees remember their training and stay mentally positive? Or will they let their pressure get to them? First off is Giggly Georgia. Georgia admitted herself that she's always laughing, but will her positive attitude help her mind control her body? She's had a few buzzes, but is staying calm and focused. Oh, lots of buzzes there, but there's not even a whiff of frustration on her face. It's a good run and she looks pleased. Now, ambitious Amrit. Amrit is taking this very slowly to stay controlled. She's struggling with the first bend, but it looks like she's remembered her training because she isn't getting flustered. She's finished, but will her slow pace have cost her the red? Now jaunty Juzer. Oh, remember the training, Juzer, and stay positive. Juzer's finished, but his face is definitely not as jaunty as usual. Finally, Alyaa. Alyaa got frustrated in the training, and she's doing the same here. She must stay calm and positive if she's to master the buzzwire. Getting flustered will only hinder your progress, Alyaa. Control your mind and your body will follow.
This is so annoying. You're torturing us. I didn't even move.
Even the Sheehan is trying to calm her down. She's finished, but will Aliyah's frustration have cost her a place in the next level? Time for the results. With 13 penalties, Georgia's total time is 2 minutes 26 seconds. With 17 penalties, Amrit's time is 3 minutes and 50 seconds. With 19 penalties, Juzer's time is 4 minutes and 1 second. Juzer's place in the dojo all hangs on Aliyah's score. With 3 minutes 58 and a massive 55 penalties, her total is 7 minutes and 13 seconds, which means that Juzer's in and Alyaa is out.
Walk of eternal regret.
I think it went wrong because I wasn't concentrating hard enough.
It sounded so easy, but when you did it, it was really hard. I did quite well. I came 4th, so that's not really bad. I think I did quite well, actually.
So with only 2 levels left, Georgia, Amrit and Juzer stand proud in red.
I hated not knowing if I was going to win, lose, or what's going to happen to me. But now that I know, I'm back on top. Stay positive, and I'll succeed.
I'm really happy because I thought I was going to lose, but I actually got through and I actually got the highest score as well, so I feel really relieved about that.
Brain-Jitsu!
Level 6, roll boat!
In level 6, my Brainees will draw on all they've learnt so far in their toughest test of focus yet. That's because it's this level which will decide which 2 of my remaining Brainees will go on to battle it out
For the black belt.
Now, imagine you're performing a magic trick. You've got all the secret little moves to remember, and there's an audience watching you. It's remembering stuff like this under pressure that level 6 is all about. It centres around 3 areas of the brain. The seeing part, the occipital lobes, the memory part, the temporal lobes, and the movement part, the cerebellum. To the max.
Room of mental nourishment.
With only 3 Brainees remaining, this penultimate brain training challenge is all about memory training.
Brain training. Memorize the train map.
This is the W.
Belfast, Glasgow, Newcastle, Preston.
So, in this task, our 3 remaining red belt holders are exercising their occipital lobes, or seeing part of their brain, and their temporal lobes, their memory bank.
Brighton, Cambridge, London, Reading.
And you first.
Brighton, Cambridge, Leicester, Manchester. I do not remember.
Ooh, not brilliant, Amrit.
It's something beginning with B.
Bristol.
And the Barnsley.
Okay, Barnsley.
It's going downhill. Maybe Jaunty Juzer can pick things up.
Glasgow, Bristol, Nottingham, Manchester.
That's not in order.
Where is that?
I have to say in order.
Yeah.
I think we do.
That's what we're doing. We're trying to say the places in order.
Come on, training tip time.
Tip. Split the task. Memorize a train line each.
Memory tests like this are a great way of training your brain. But don't try and memorise too much, or you'll end up forgetting the lot.
I just did it in my head and I got it right.
London, Reading, Oxford, Cardiff. No.
Okay, let's do it. Who's going to go first?
I'll go first. London, Reading, Oxford, Bristol, Cardiff, Stafford, Preston, Carlisle and Edinburgh.
Full marks for Amrit.
Brighton, Cambridge, Leicester, Manchester, Barnsley, Nottingham, Newcastle.
Yeah.
And Georgia too. Will Juzer be beaten by 2 girls?
Exeter, Sutton,
Warrington, yeah.
Taunton, Warwick.
Yeah.
Is it Warwick?
Yeah, Warwick, yeah.
Warwick, Worcester, Middlesbrough, Stafford. Stafford?
Yeah, it's both.
Stafford, Belfast, and Glasgow.
We saw you looking at it.
5.
Ooh, you cheat, Juzer.
Exeter,
Yeah,
Tottenham,
yeah,
Warwick,
yeah.
Something beginning with W.
Yeah, what is that?
I think that was a good technique.
With this training, I think it showed me that you have to find a strategy how to memorize one thing. So I'm not really worried, but unless there's a lot of things on the board that you have to remember.
For some reason, I remember stuff that happened in the past, like when I was 2 years old, but I can't remember stuff that happened 5 minutes ago.
So Jaunty Juzer seemed to struggle a little, but is still as upbeat as ever. Giggly Georgia and ambitious Amrit did well, but will they use their training to get their brown? It's time to find out as our 3 red belt holders put their memory training to the test.
Super Memory Dizzy Dash.
Each brainee is spin round on dizzy wheel, total of 10 times. Task is to use all power of focus to memorize 5 images in front of them. Then race against clock to cross balancing beam and collect same 5 images from 10 hanging above them. Then must arrange pictures in order of speed, starting with slowest. When Brainee happy with selection, hit gong to stop clock.
My tip for the Brainees is to keep focused on the main objective and use their training to link the 5 images together. So, our final 3 brave the wheel to compete for their brown brain belt and for a chance to triumph over the table of supreme focus. It's time to spin. Will their memory training help our Brainees ignore the effects of the wheel and memorise the images? The order they're looking for is at the bottom of the screen. Giggly Georgia's up first. This really is the ultimate test of distraction for our Brainees. Not only are they under pressure as they race against the clock, but they also have to fight the dizziness to collect only the 5 images they saw from the 10 hanging above them. Then they have to arrange those images in order of speed, starting with the slowest. Every image they get wrong means a 5-second penalty. The Brainee with the slowest time will be eliminated from the dojo. Giggly Georgia has used her training to get the right images, but it looks like the dizziness has distracted her from getting the order even half right. Now, ambitious Amrit. Amrit did very well in the training session and used the tip to get all the train stations in the right order, and she seems very decisive with picking the images here. Don't forget that this challenge decides which 2 Brainees will go through to the final round, the table of supreme focus. She's lightning fast with the order and it's spot on. A great round for her. Now it's jaunty Juzer's turn.
Whoa.
Juzer's off to a slow start. He seems quite disoriented. Top marks for making it across the beam, Juzer, but I think you should have picked up a few things along the way. Now he's tangled up with the noodles and he's practically pulling the Xi'an along as he grabs the pictures. So now the order. And that's super fast work from Juzer. Full house and double quick, but can it make up for his earlier blunders? Now the results. Georgia, 1 minute 6 seconds with 4 penalties, that's 1:26 in total. Amrit, 49 seconds and no penalties, that's a good run. Georgia's place in the dojo all hangs on Juzer's score. 1 minute 18 with no penalties, which means that Amrit and Juzer are in and Georgia is out.
Walk of eternal regret.
Well, I sort of actually got the rules mixed up. I put them in the order that I think I saw them instead of the slowest to the fastest. Then I knew that I was probably going out.
So with only 1 level to go, it leaves just ambitious Amrit and jaunty Juzer to wear the brown brain belts in preparation for the final.
To be through to the final is a big success even by itself, and winning it's going to be even better, but right now I'm really happy.
Astonished that I'm really this far. This is the round that tests who's gonna win. It's boy against girl.
Brain-Jitsu.
8 young hopeful arrived at Brain Training Dojo to fight for Brain-Jitsu Black Brain Belt. As challenges got tougher, Brainee get fewer. Some lose cool.
This is so annoying.
Others lose focus under pressure. One by one, they have been eliminated until just 2 remain. Jaunty Juzer, only boy in contest since level 2.
The person I think that's going to win the black belt is me.
And ambitious Amrit.
I know he thinks he's going to win, but by saying that he's made me more determined to win the black belt.
But who will use brain training to max to win final challenge? Level 7, black belt!
So, this is it. Between my two remaining Brainees and the black belt stands Brain-Jitsu's ultimate challenge. A mental duel that is head-to-head in every sense. The battlefield? A table. But not just any table. For this, my friends, is the table of supreme focus, where our two Brainees will attempt to move a ball across the table using only the power of their mind. By getting this far, they've already demonstrated mental control under many different types of pressure. But now they must learn to focus their minds by entering a state of total calm. To prepare them, my two finalists will need to get into the zone.
Room of mental nourishment.
We welcome jaunty Juzer and ambitious Amrit, our two brown brain belt holders, to the final room of mental nourishment. For this task, our Brainees must bring together all their training to achieve ultimate focus.
Brain training. Mentally prepare yourself for the final task. Don't let the sounds put you off.
So, our two finalists have to block out the noises and focus only on finding an inner calm and concentration. Amrit seems to be focusing well. And Juzer seems relaxed too. Training tip time.
Tip. Focus on one object in the room. Okay. Focus on drinking. The person I think is going to win the black belt is me.
I know he thinks he's going to win, but by saying that, he's made me more determined to win the black belt. I do feel ready for this table of supreme focus because I'm staying positive to win.
Oh, really? Well, you see, my motive is to keep calm and soothing. Yours is to focus. Inner peace.
You meant to focus.
I said inner peace.
I said focus.
And I said inner peace.
I said focus.
Inner peace.
Focus.
Inner peace.
Focus.
Inner peace.
Focus.
Inner peace.
How about you start with outer peace, eh, Juzer? This clearly is going to be a battle. Both Brainees have been strong throughout their time in the dojo, but will ambitious Amrit's focus get her what she wants? Or will jaunty Juzer's inner peace win the final mind war? Let's find out.
Table of supreme focus.
Rules are simple. Each Brainee must push ball to the opponent's end of table, using only power of mind. Sensors in Brainees' headbands measure brainwaves. This is converted into electrical signal, which moves ball. More focused mind, stronger signal, and faster ball will travel. See how Brainees are doing on this readout. 2 lines represent each player's brainwaves. Lower the line, more concentrated their mind.
To make sure this is the test of all tests, our Brainees must win the best of 3 rounds. So, this is the big one. To succeed, our 2 finalists must use all their brain training to enter their zone of absolute focus. This is the reason they came to the dojo. This is the moment they've been training for. The she-hand starts them off and the mind race is on. Juzer is the first to move the ball. But a smile at Amrit shows Juzer's lost concentration, and now the ball is racing back towards his end. Juzer's black brainwave line is all over the place. But the tables have turned again and Juzer's regained control. Amrit's green line is only slightly higher than his. Can she pull it back? So, it's round 1 to jaunty Juzer. Can ambitious Amrit even the score? Juzer is off to a flying start. His black brainwave line is straight and low, and Amrit's high green line looks like her brain has lost focus. That's it, it's all over. Jaunty Juzer has come up trumps. He used his training to the max to prove himself a true master of the mind and worthy winner of the black belt of Brain-Jitsu.
To describe the way I feel, I'm just so glad that everything I've done has led up for me winning. It makes me feel really special.
Glory for one brings disappointment for another. She fought valiantly, but now Amrit must leave the dojo.
Walk of eternal regret.
If you saw his face, he was actually really concentrating. And I really tried, but to come this far, I'm feeling really good. But it says that the best man wins. So I think at that point, Juzer was actually the best person.
So, ambitious Amrit didn't quite make it, but it's a triumph for jaunty Juzer. After the rest of the boys got knocked out in level 2, Juzer refused to be intimidated by the girls and let his jaunty personality and quick brain see him through to the end to grab the all-important, coveted black brain belt of Brain-Jitsu.
You know, it was his focus. That's the whole point of Brain-Jitsu. Brain, focus, and calmness. Because of the trainings I did, I was able to blank out every distraction I had and focus on one thing I wanted to do. Win!
Our journey has come to an end. Another Brainee has proven themselves worthy to wear the Brain-Jitsu black belt. But while Brain-Jitsu might represent the most extreme form of brain training, its philosophy can be shared by all. Each and every one of you has it in your power to grow your mind. All it takes is dedication and practice. This has been